Welcome to another break from work practice, about 15 minutes of realigning your spine, getting some mobility and flexibility back to your legs and hips, and I will see you in the practice. Bring a bolster, maybe some blocks, a blanket, and your yoga mat, and we'll get started. All right, guys, my name's Cam Nagashima. Welcome to my channel. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment to support this work I'm offering into the world. Support your friends by sharing this work with them. I look forward to hearing more from you, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Blessings. All right, my friends, let's get started. We're going to work from a all fours position here. I like to use a blanket for my knees, so I'm a bit more supported, a little bit more cushion. And as you arrive here, just take some time to move side to side, maybe forward to back. Hands can face any direction. Rotating in hips, head, leaning different directions in the spine. There's really no rush here. Maybe the back of one hand comes to the earth. Shifting to the opposite. No right or wrong. Remember, this is your practice. If something doesn't feel right, you don't have to do it. Modify as you need. Go slower or faster than me. That's all welcomed here. And from this pause from your work day, or whenever you're finding this, start to really place awareness to how your body's speaking to the awareness you are. Maybe there's tightness or soreness somewhere. Maybe you're feeling strong and open. Maybe you've been rounded for a while in the spinal column. We'll start to work into balancing into our vertebrae, coming back to a straightforward tabletop. Breathing in through the nose, lift sits bones and crown, cow pose. Out through the nose, cat pose, rounding, tucking tail and chin. And we're moving back and forth, first in a slow way. Creating an ocean sound by constricting the back of the throat with each inhale and exhale. If this starts to get challenging for the wrists, you could always utilize fists here as you continue, maybe elevating the rhythm. And really let the breath guide it, rather than your mind guiding it and your breath trying to keep up. So if you need to do that slower pace, feel free to create that to happen. And seeing if you can find the top and the bottom of each position as you fully breathe in and fully breathe out, creating expanse and contraction. All the air in, all the air out. 3, 2, 1. Inhale into your cow pose and hold the breath here. As you hold the breath, engage your pelvic floor like holding the need to pee. Squeeze the navel up to the spine, soften the jaw, and bring the tongue to the roof of your mouth. Maybe look up towards the sky, or if the eyes are closed, brow center, keeping the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, HA, and bring the tail to the heels, the palms together forward, and the brow down towards the earth. A little child's pose moment. Feeling the activation in your body already. If the glutes don't come all the way to the heels, that's totally fine. Just rest them back. Feel the length through your side bodies. Option to bring prayer palms up behind the head and adjust the elbows, feeling into the triceps a bit. And full breath in here. And HA, exhale. Releasing the palms back to the earth. Walk the hands in. We're going to come to a seat. You could sit cross-legged or on the knees. You could also use a bolster underneath this way with the shins framing, or even cross-legged with your glutes on top. And find what feels best for your body. If the bolster is unnecessary, you can release it. Bringing hands to the knees. Start to lift your chest as you inhale, forward and up. Exhale, sending it back and down. Inhale through the nose, lift. Exhale, back and down. Failing front side body, inhale. Contracting front side body, exhale. Start to notice the shoulders moving from a roundness on the exhale, pressing down into the sits bones, up, back, and down with your inhale on the shoulders. A similar idea from our first exercise, this time just seated, really utilizing the root, the pelvic floor as kind of a shovel. Inhaling, pressing it down. Exhale, scooping it under. Keep going. Three, two, one. Inhale, tall spine. Hold the breath at the top, soft the shoulders away from the ears, soft jaw, tongue to the roof of the mouth. Start to engage the pelvic floor up and in, and squeezing the navel to spine. Once again, eyes can come to brow center for 3, 2, HA, exhale. Take the pause to notice. A little simpler next position. If you need to change the legs, take the time to do so. Inhaling, arms coming up. And then moving to your right with your heart. As you exhale, your left hand comes to your right knee. Right hand out to the right, or maybe back behind you on bolster or earth. It doesn't have to be a big twist. Showing you from the side. Our ideal is that we keep the spine vertical, pressing the tailbone down to remove any roundness from the back. Shoulders back and down away from the ears. Maybe the nose goes towards the right shoulder. It doesn't have to. Try also to avoid leaning back a lot. Use the right hand on the earth to keep the spine elevated and tall. Just one more breath in here and out here. Take the arms high on your inhale, lengthen the side bodies back to neutral, forward facing, and opposite twist on your exhale. Right hand, left knee, left hand back behind you, or maybe it's just out to the side. There's a gentle pull onto the knee. As the heart shifts over towards your left, maybe the nose goes over towards your left shoulder. Tailbone presses down, crown lifts. And full breath in and out. Inhale, come back up tall. Hands through heart center. Exhale, release the hands off to the sides. Put your feet onto the earth a little bit wider than hips with distance. Hands can stay on the earth. They could also come to heart or brow center. We're going to start to take the knees over to the right, and then through center over to the left. Just feeling into the hips here. You might not be able to press the inner knees down at the fullness of the far right or the far left of the body's mobility. That's okay. Just work with what's there. Maybe they're smaller little tick-tocks of the knees one way or the other. Maybe you work with full 90-90 mobility and you bring the hands to the heart out in front of you, lifting the elbows. And one more time each side. And then coming back to center, bringing the hands back behind you. Adjust your seat as we take the heels wide. You might have a soft bend to the knees so that you can find the anterior tuck, finding the front of the pelvis on the earth. Bring the hands slightly forward. Take an inhale. Lift space through the front side body, even the chin. Exhale. Navel draws in to bring yourself down. Inhale to come up. Exhale. Navel draws in to come down. Filling belly to rise. Exhaling, going down. It's less of work in the arms and more work of the breath. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms coming up. Let's spin the heart towards the right. Again, the knees could be bent. Point the toes back towards the face. Exhale, navel draws in. Bring yourself down towards your right leg. It might not be as far as me. Inhale up, over to the left. Same idea. Inhale one way, exhale right. Inhale center, exhale left. Two more times each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, bring the soles of the feet in and release hands to ankles. Do a little butterfly of the knees up and down. Make any adjustments to the seat that feels good for you. Moving into a fold, depending on the length of space between your pelvic floor and your heels, you'll feel this shape differently. So find what feels best for you and play with the space there. Inhale, lift and pull on the ankles without pulling them in. Exhale, navel draws in. Find a roundness here. Soften the back of the hands to the earth. You might not be as deep as me, that's okay. Notice the body, breathe into what you feel. Let's see if you can guide the breath into the back of the lungs. Soft exhales, bringing you more closely to the earth. Even if you don't move, the idea of releasing the body into gravity is there. Last breath in and out. Inhaling, coming back up across the ankles. We're going to make our way back onto all fours. Again, I like the blanket for the knees folded up. I'm going to move into a little back bend, keeping the tail over the heels. Start to walk the hands forward for a puppy dog. Downward dog on the knees. Try to keep the tail over the knees as the arms maybe walk a little bit forward, resting the brow to the earth. Option to deepen, bringing prayer palms together back behind the head once again. Adjust the elbows and see if you can allow the heart to melt down through the shoulders. Another option is to utilize your bolster or blocks for the forearms to feel a little bit more of a draping from the points of contact of support in knees and forearms. Finding the back bend and the shoulders innately, without engagement, squeezing towards each other. 3, 2, and 1. Walking the hands back in under the shoulders. I like to use a block between the shins and then placing my bolster over the calves to come to a seat. From here, bringing the hands onto the earth behind you. Some of you might go a little bit deeper, palms down. Some of you won't need the bolster or the block. And you can rest the glutes in between the feet. From here, hands walking back. Fixed firm or saddle pose. Maybe the elbows come down for some of you, and maybe a heart opener with the head dropping back occurs. This is pretty gentle, nice opening through the front of the hips, down through the front of the thighs and into the knees. Try not to let the knees lift up. Wherever you are along this process to create this space in the body, this shape, just be there and let your breath do the work for 3 more cycles. If you're on the elbows, lean weight into the right elbow, bring your left hand down and press into the left hand, bring the right hand down. We're all going to come back to a seat. It's how we began our practice. Again, maybe cross-legged or on the knees with the supports. Bring the hands to the lap in whatever way feels best for you, and drop the chin gently towards your chest. Like a pendulum swings, we're going to start to rotate your left cheek over and then up, bringing your left ear towards your left shoulder, and then chin towards chest, moving the opposite way, right cheek towards right shoulder, right ear towards right shoulder. And just back and forth here a few times, being very gentle and slow with our cervical spine. And going a little bit further each time, moving towards the full neck roll. One direction. They don't have to be big circles, they just have to be your circles. They could be very shallow. After you find a chin towards the chest, shift the direction. Again, move slowly and lightly with the cervical spine. We're in no rush here. It's just a little mobility and space creation as we prepare to move towards the next tasks of the day. And before doing so, bringing the chin back to your chest. And from here, sit tall. However your seat is, bring the hands back behind you. Press the bound hands at the low back down, and then start to scoop them away from the body. Spreading through the chest, chin can stay tucked. 3. Beautiful breaths. 2. Last one here. And then releasing the hands back to your lap. Find a big breath in to hold the breath at the top. As you hold your breath, can you relax through the shoulders and the jaw, tongue to the roof of the mouth, eyes towards the brow center. Engage the pelvic floor and start to squeeze the stagnant energy up the body by drawing the navel in towards the spine. Keep holding the breath relaxed in all the spaces in the upper body, mid-body engaged. HA exhale. Take a moment to pause and meditate into how you will meet the next tasks in your life. With what energy? Maybe with love, compassion, maybe with care and detail. Maybe it's with swiftness, and boldness, How will you meet the rest of your day? Solidifying this hands to heart center if you're called to, inviting a deep breath in through the nose, and then sigh it out. Bow to yourself for taking this time for your body. As I thank all of you for being here with me in these ways and these practices here on this channel. And blessings as you walk your path. Continue to support me and you in these practices. Like, subscribe, please share with friends, and I will see you next time. Blessings. Aloha. Namaste.